Hello and welcome. Today, I wanted to talk a little bit about red flags in dating. We all have shit and red flags, I think. And that for me, what has become the most important thing is, am I with a partner who is conscious and willing to become conscious of the parts of themselves that can get in the way of what we really want? And same for me. Am I willing to continue to look inward, to see the parts of myself that aren't so pretty, that I know are judged by our culture and other people, but to give them light and love? Because when I don't, they will inevitably get in the way. They will likely entangle with another person's parts, and it will look like them. It will look like it's them. But I have a part in that. You are your own expert. And when you have the ability to drop out of your mind, and instead of going around and like, what should I do and how should I be and what's an appropriate person as defined by my mind only, what if you dropped into your body and you felt into it? I think there's a different wisdom in our bodies. And I think that when we can tune in and access this innate knowing, we don't need other people to tell us what red flags are. We know. We know what we want to move toward, and we know what we don't want to move toward. So if you're really hung up on red flags or spotting red flags in others, I wonder what's happening for you. Are you scared? Are you scared that you can't trust yourself? Have you made decisions in the past that you then went back and said, oh, I saw that. That was a red flag early on. I chose to not pay attention to it. I think what's happening there is your body knew. Your body knew that something was off, and you maybe didn't listen to your body. Maybe your mind said, no, made up reasons why you could keep going. What if you were committed to being in your body the entire time? That way, you would be able to trust yourself. You wouldn't have to rely on somebody's idea of what red flags you should avoid. I used to have this fantasy, online dated for a little bit before this relationship. And I would read through the profiles and even my own profile, and they just were like all the good parts, all the pleasant, forward-facing, shiny parts of ourselves that are celebrated in the world. I'm like, well, tell me about your other personas that you don't want anyone to see. Are you aware of them? What is that like? I had such a desire to really be straightforward. And guess what? I can be controlling. Oh, and I, when I get really stressed out, I have a carboholic part of me that comes out and wants to eat all the damn cookies and chips. Oh, and I have a part of me that gets scared and wants to run away in relationship. It's not about putting those things aside and ignoring them because they will inevitably come into the picture. It's about bringing them forward. This is all of me. I'm bringing all of myself into this relationship, the whole spectrum of who I am. Because the more I can do that, the more I can see those parts of myself and love them and support them and share them with another and receive another's parts and who they are and the ones that they're ashamed of and that haven't been loved, I become more integrated. I feel more whole. I spend more time up in my essence. So, my toss to you today is, what if you trusted your body? What if you committed to being so tuned in with your experience that you didn't have to rely on your mind's list of things that you should avoid and go for, and instead trust yourself, trust your body. If you feel scared, like you aren't able to do that, there is a process to come back home to yourself over and over. It's called SEW, Sensations, Emotions, Wants. It basically will take us through any projection, any mind story into our body, connect us with our essence and what it is we really want. That's a whole other video and teaching in and of itself. You could also Google it. Julia Colwell has a great video on SEW where she talks about that. What if that's the antidote to feeling scared that you're not going to catch the red flag? What if your body holds the key to creating the relationship you really want, to trusting yourself, and to being able to trust another? Let me know your thoughts on this. I hope you all have a wonderful day. Bye.